Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast, your host for everything pop culture and random in the world. I'm your host, Will, and today I'm joined by
Landon Browning.
Colby Chapman.
Mick Parker.
You say your last name.
Because I have a last name.
Huh.
Just got it.
It took a while.
Recently. Goodness
The
gracious.
wait list just sucks, man.
Wait, is over.
Today is Thursday, December 14th, and Christmas is almost upon us. 11 days.
11 days.
Who's counting?
Me.
The snow's coming
Yeah.
down.
Christmas.
I watch it fall.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas. This happens every year.
I love that song.
You think we'd learn the song in a year, but we still have not.
I'm watching it fall.
Okay. How much have you guys been in the Christmas spirit? Because I haven't been in the Christmas spirit at all. I've barely listened to any Christmas music. I haven't watched any Christmas films. It's just been a complete I see lights, and that's the
I see lights.
I see lights.
I see lights.
I'm really trying.
You're trying.
Yeah, I watched one Christmas movie, and I'm trying to listen to some.
I've been very festive this year. I would put my festivity at an all-time high this year.
Really?
Mhm.
Why is that?
I've just done like a bunch of festive stuff. I hung Christmas lights for the first time
Outside?
outside.
Did I not see
I didn't
those?
even notice them when I walked in.
Oh,
Yeah, I
don't
can't
think
even,
I-
I'm not even.
I
I'm not
can't even
saying
see
that
them
to
right
be
now.
rude.
well, they don't.
Oh, wait.
Landon is attempting to open one of his
It was a window.
curtains.
$2,500 worth of blinds can't even
Oh,
open.
I see them. I see them.
Yeah, I hung up Christmas lights, which I don't think I ever did as a kid. Like, we never hung Christmas lights at our house, which, if you guys know my parents' old house that I grew up in, like, that would be a treacherous house to hang
Seems really
Christmas
dangerous.
lights from, so we didn't do that.
It was like a multi-storied,
Yeah, built on a hill, so like a lot of the gutters you would hang them on, like you would have to be like 20 to 30 feet in the air, like on a ladder to like hang them.
yeah, I'm not down with that.
No.
Nope.
So did that, got a different Christmas tree, which is like way better than my last one. I wanted one with a remote. I was like pretty obsessed with that. Like,
Remote control Christmas tree.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can like switch the light colors and stuff.
Wait,
It also has wheels. You can drive it around.
That's
Yes, you can switch it to like slow blink between colored and white, or you can keep it on like white lights or like fast blinking or steady.
Yeah.
Did you get it
It's
at
worth $1,000.
Home? What's that store? Home Decor.
I got it at I think I bought it at Home Depot.
Home store.
At Home store.
I believe I purchased it.
That's where I got my. That's where I got my tree.
I believe at Home Depot in the Valley. I think is where I got it.
Dude, are you like a Valley person now? You like
No, I just was
you
down.
ditching us over here in
Sucks.
Spokane?
Will?
No, it's a whole different city.
Dude,
It really is, though.
I did that. I got stockings up with Aubrey's on
I
it.
saw that they were hung with care.
Who's Aubrey?
my girlfriend. Damn it!
Sorry, I haven't pulled that one in a while.
I got presents under the tree
For you?
for only for me. I had to get Aubrey anything. I put her name on a bunch of them, but it's all for me.
That's cool.
What else did I do that was festive? We went and we drove to Manitou Park last night. They have like the big lighting display.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to
it's
that.
really pretty there.
Where'd you get the idea for that?
Where did you get the idea?
I think it was from Colby, maybe.
Well, no, Landon.
Thank
Landon
you,
was
Will.
the first one to do it.
Respect on my name.
I believe you.
It was a completely original idea.
Aubrey talked about it at some point too, and then
No.
Colby said he was going, so which was actually really cool. They had
I'm
like tons of
excited.
lights up. You like walk through the park basically.
never done
along,
it
like,
before.
The path, and like they just have like big lighting display.
Like every year, I'm like, oh, that seems really cool, and then I never do it.
Landon also invented sliced bread.
I did,
Well, he's old enough to.
but I lost out. My partner screwed me over. I only got a small percentage of that.
You didn't. What's it called? Oh shoot.
You got the bread
Trademark?
side of it.
No.
I'm like Walter White. I sold out my stock. Like it's like I'm breaking bread.
No.
Ah,
I hope they
Okay.
catch that, dude. That is not
Oh man,
like because I feel like you were really proud of that.
breaking
Yeah.
bread.
I like in the corner of my eye. I saw the look on your face.
It's like the fade, and it's like a bag of
Breaking
flour
bread.
drops and like poop. We have to bake bread, Jesse. Yo, Mr. B.
Oh, okay, so you went to Leavenworth.
I went to
right?
Leavenworth too. That was another festive thing that we did.
Steve.
Which we drove down like a Friday night, and we didn't stay in Leavenworth because we didn't feel like spending like $3,000 on a hotel.
Yeah.
They're like outrageously expensive
Yeah.
this time of year. We stayed in like Wenatchee, but we
East
drive.
Wenatchee?
What?
East Wenatchee?
I honestly don't remember. It was like 20 minutes from Leavenworth.
I prefer West Wenatchee, honestly.
Dude, East Wenatchee's where it's at.
At
Were
the
you
Red-
overlooking the river?
No,
Yeah.
we were at the Red
Sound like
Lion
West
Hotel.
Wenatchee.
The Red Lion Hotel, which I swear the decor was like it'd been 30 years since they did like a decor
Is
remodel.
the carpet still red there?
Have you stayed at the Red Lion in Wenatchee?
Yes,
Are there still lions roaming around?
It actually might have been. I can't remember if the carpet was red or not.
I believe it
It's
is.
escaped my mind.
Hmm.
I never looked down at them.
You guys want to do a trip over there real quick? Find out what the carpet
I
color
feel
is?
like we should.
I'm down.
I feel like we should bust this, man.
That's a great idea for a show. Let's do a show where we bust myths. What can we call it?
Mythmusters.
Ooh, say that 3 times fast.
I don't want it.
It's a trap.
But Leavenworth is great because we drove in, like we got to the town, like there was like no snow when we first got there. And I was like, oh, this is kind of like, I was like, this is cool. But then like at like noon the first day, it like started dumping snow. And by the time we left, like it probably like when we got back to the car, there was probably a foot of snow on the top of my car. So it was like super cool. Like the whole day we were there, it was basically snowing.
That place looks amazing with snow.
It was awesome.
It's really cool.
So we did that.
Did you get it like a wiener schnitzel or something?
We got some juicy sausages
Those are the best
the
kind.
next day and some like pretzels and stuff. The first night though, we went. I have what I would consider a very funny story to tell.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
You don't think the story's funny? You don't think? Did I interrupt somebody?
Go ahead.
We're all waiting for you to tell the
Why are
story.
you guys acting weird?
What?
Go ahead, Landon. Go ahead.
I'm just messing with you.
So we did like all the classic festive things. Like we went to the gingerbread factory, the Nutcracker Museum,
Mhm.
walked around, and then we wanted to get dinner. There's like an Italian restaurant that's like really good. I've eaten there before, and like
Luigi's.
I think it was this. I can't pronounce the name, but it started with a V. It's like an upper level restaurant. Like, it looks
Valigi's.
out over the town.
What?
Say that 3 times.
Valigi.
And we eat dinner there, and the meal was like delicious, and everything was good. But then there was a couple. There was another couple sitting like if I'm here, like it's like behind to the left of me, so I can't see them. And we're eating dessert, and like I can start hearing them talking. Like the guy is like talking in like one of the most intense voices. Like he is like locked in, and we start to pick up like he's talking about like their relationship, and it is like the most like I would describe it as like intense, but like zero emotion and like all just like logistically talking about the relationship. Like he's like, yeah, like, you know, we're just really struggling. And like, he's like, we can agree that our friends, like on the bell curve of relationships out of people we know, we can agree that like Tim and Tammy, like they're pieces of shit and they're like down here. They're terrible human beings. They're terrible each other. And he's like, and then there's Jeff and Andrea and they're at the top. And he's like, and we're not there yet. We're like down here. And he, like,
No
goes,
way.
like,
Are they below Tim and Tammy?
they were like somewhere in the middle. And then he's like, I look over and he's like leaned in all the way. Like he's like beyond halfway at the point of the table, like close to her. And he's just going on and on for minutes and minutes and minutes. And then at one point, like I'm like looking at Aubrey and I'm like, oh my God, like what is, and then like,
Do you have to like step in and like save this?
it was actually like, it was a close where we were debating, like, cause like he was getting like, there was one point where like, she literally, she like was just looking down.
Oh my gosh.
And then at one point, like I didn't hear her say anything. And then he's like, I said, don't interrupt me. I was making my point. I didn't want you to like, and it's like the most, and like we sat there and listened to them talk for like probably 20 minutes, like him going. And then like the waiter comes up and like they order. And he's like, oh, she's going to order. It's her birthday. Like, yeah. So like they were there for like her birthday thing. And he's ranting. He was like talking about how he's like, and remember that's the weekend I sent you that letter about how I don't appreciate you and like how we're working on this, but like I didn't want to come here for this trip, you know, and like just like, and so then I finally look at Aubrey. I'm like, we need to leave.
You need to save this girl.
I'm like, I can't sit here any longer, like without like probably getting up and saying something like not good. You know, that's not going to make the situation any better. But like, so I get up. I'm like, all
left
right,
her to die.
no. So we get up, and I'm going to use the restroom before we leave because we were just going to drive back to Wenatchee. So I walk in to the restroom. I walk into the urinal and I start peeing, and then he walks up right up next to me, and I'm like, oh shoot, did he tell that like we were totally just like eavesdropping, like because we were blatantly.
Did he like lean over to you as close as he got
No,
to her?
so he stood. And granted,
Hey.
keep in mind there was no levity.
Interrupt my piss.
There was no levity from this guy at all. Like this was like the most intense human being I've ever seen. Like talking.
How tall was this guy?
He was not. He looked like a washed up frat boy. Like he looked like he was probably like a
you could take
finance
him.
bro. So he walks up to the urinal, starts peeing, and then I kid you not, lets out like probably a 10 to 12 second fart, like nonstop, just like straight. I'm just standing there, like doesn't acknowledge me, doesn't look over, just does like, and I'm like, dude, I cannot believe that you were like locked into this like vicious rant, like, and then like just like nonchalantly just like rips like the longest, loudest fart I've ever like. I like washed my hand quickly, I like grabbed my coat, like walked out, like, and I was just like, Aubrey sees me, functions like, what? I'm like, we have to go now, like we have to leave. I'm like, I'll tell you as soon as we get out of the red. I'm like, this is crazy.
That's insane.
I'm like, how is this dude just sitting there?
He just turns into the most jolly guy after
That's
he
what I'm
lets
like,
the
dude.
fart
He
out.
was so
He
like
just needed to get some pressure
fresh.
relief.
Yeah, he was like, so,
Oh my gosh.
it's like
You should have high-fived him after the fart.
just,
Awesome. I have a friend that would be really proud of you.
it was so quiet. Besides that, like it was just us peeing and just like I kid you not, 10 seconds. It was like 10 seconds.
You should have tried to push
Was it?
something out.
Hey, it was. So it was longer than like the.
It was yeah, it was longer than that. It was longer than that. Yeah, it was longer than that.
Because that was disgusting.
Oh, it was gnarly, dude.
I couldn't believe it. It was hysterical. It was hysterical. I was like, I'm like, this is so comical. I can't believe like.
Were you like trying not to laugh?
Oh yeah, I was like, I like couldn't. Because at first he walked in, I'm like, oh, I hope he doesn't like say anything. Like, I hope he's not like, oh man, this bitch is being, I hope he's gonna be like, he's gonna be like,
Instead, he
like.
graces you with the longest fart you've ever heard.
Of course, like I was like, it was like we started peeing. Like I only started peeing like maybe like a second or two ahead of him. So like I had to stand there like trying not to laugh for like 30 seconds and get to the like thing and like wash my hands, like pick my coat up. I made it like barely dry. Then I just like stumble out. I'm like laughing still. We have to leave.
I don't think I could have held in laugh.
I couldn't.
It would have been funny by itself. Without like just but like the fact that I had to listen to this dude like
Context.
like psychopath rant for like 20 minutes and then walk in there and just like blank stare at the wall, just fart.
Dude, he's a robot, bro.
I'm like, dude. Yeah.
Oh,
So
goodness.
so we did that, and then the next day in Leavenworth we went to the reindeer farm, which I'd never been to, which was like really cool. We got to like pet and like feed reindeer.
Uh-huh.
Did you get to ride one?
We did not get to ride them.
Were they just deer with antlers?
No, they're just straight up like they're from like the North Pole. Real reindeer. They're magical. They can fly.
Wow. Did you ride one?
No.
Oh.
Are they just deer with antlers?
Well, I actually found I think there's some different stuff about them. Like
They're totally different.
yeah. Which the one thing that I found,
They can fly, and deer can't.
their hooves are weird. Like they like have like two back things that, like splay out.
Those are the wings.
Yeah. And then we found out that
It helps them on the roof.
so like
Yeah.
female reindeer live like I think about 10 years, and then male reindeer only live like 3 to 4
Huh.
because
Typical.
no, this is because so when they go into like their mating season,
Oh, yeah.
they get so like horned out of their minds that their hearts like double in size.
Dude, they're like
They're
the
like-
Grinch.
Yeah, like so they do that. Like so
Wait, the
they
Grinch
only
in the movie was.
they get like
Oh no!
Oh,
they,
oh no!
they get
Grinch
so
was insanely
they get
old.
so down bad. They get so down bad that they won't eat during like mating season because they're so sex crazed, and then like they only like go through like 3 mating seasons before they literally like their like hearts like they have like cardiac
give
arrest,
out,
They
yeah.
just die. Yeah,
Wow, what a life!
Man.
yeah. And then also male and female reindeer have antlers. So did you know that? I don't think you did.
Yeah.
I don't think you
They
did.
also have occasional red nose.
Yeah, they were hiding Rudolph. I knew he was there.
Yeah, dude.
How was that? I'm like, where you
They
hiding
put
him?
a little
Well, what's in that? What's in the
shoe
barn?
polish
back
on
there?
it.
What's in the barn?
It's glowing in the barn.
What's in the barn? Dude, you look like Rudolph right now.
Do I? Is my nose red?
Well, you
Oh.
literally have a
Microphone thing. I've had a sniffly nose, so my actual nose is red too.
and the antlers that you're
So-
growing.
Yeah.
Was that what movie is it? What's in the box? Was that that reference?
7.
Yeah, 7. Was it a 7 reference?
What's in the barn? What's in the barn?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen 7?
It's
No.
messed up. It's messed up.
It's a
really
freaking messed up movie.
good. Ugh. So we did that, and then we went to they had like on the edge of the town, like up on the mountain, they had like one of those like single car almost roller coasters that like you ride
Oh yeah,
like and you control the brakes and stuff. So we did that, which was like
it
actually
must have been cold.
it was cold, but it was like really cool because it was all snowy all around. Like
Mhm.
the guy in front of me like was braking too much though.
Too bad you
Should've
can't pass them.
rammed into
They're like stay 80 feet behind like the next person.
80
like,
feet.
yeah, which they have signs and like I mean they like you have a delay in between like
Yeah,
but there was like a couple points where I probably got like I got pretty cool. I got to the end of the ride and like the guy in front of me I got off and like I got there and he's like, man, you were really flying and I'm like, dude, I'm like, it wasn't that scary. Like
How much was it? How much was it to ride?
I think it was like $20 per person for one ride, which I mean it was a pretty fast like the thing's over and like
could have been faster though.
it was all in all probably yeah it could have been probably 5 minutes from going up to down.
That's pretty
Ski lift up?
good.
What
Ski lift up?
you like get towed like you like ride in the cart and they like tow you up the thing. And then
You ride a reindeer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And then
different.
we drove back and this leads me to my other second like bonkers interaction.
I hope this one has a fart in it also.
So like granted this whole entire trip is like fantastic and we get to like we're driving back like to Ari's place and it's like I think it was like 6:30 or 7 when I
I just almost said who's Aubrey again. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just tell the
She's
story. Damn.
she's my girlfriend, Will. I was hungry and it was like 6:30. We were like in Airway Heights. I'm like, let's stop by like Jersey Mike's, just get like a sandwich and like take it back. So we roll in and like we had just been listening to like one of like the most horrific like true crime podcasts I've like ever listened to. So like we pull in where we both like are like it's been like a good trip. We're like, oh man, this is like kind of like grim. And like we walk into the Jersey Mike's and like get to the counter. I'm just looking at the menu and this dude like it's gonna be really hard to be like nice to this guy. But this guy was like
You don't have to be.
this guy was like clearly like autistic, probably like.
Oh, you kind of have to be.
Like I'm just thinking that way, like it gets more
Wait
clear.
before you say something, Will.
It's way more clear. Like so I walk up and he's like, "Oh, what would you like tonight?" And I'm like, I'm not quite sure. I just gotta look at the menu for a minute. And then like he's like, "Okay," and then he's like, "I take it it's your first time in then?" And I'm like, "That's what he said." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "No," I'm like, I've been in a few times. I'm like, it's just been a little bit. I'm just just want to figure out what I want to eat. Like so I go. I'm looking and I'm like, I'm like, I'll get a number 9, which I think was like the ultimate club. It was like roast beef,
Oh heck yeah,
ham, bacon,
it's the best one.
and then he looks at me and he's like, "Do you want that Mike's way?" And I'm like, I don't. What does that mean? He's like, "Oh, it's olive oil, vinegar, lettuce, mayo, whatever, tomatoes." And I'm like, "Oh, that sounds really good. I'd like that, but no tomatoes." And he's like, "All right." And then he steps over and he's like, "Yeah, out of all the places I've worked, Jersey Mike's has the most options and more crazier things, like, hidden things on the menu that you wouldn't really know to ask for." He's like, going forward, like, you could order it like, be like this, like, "I want a number 9 regular, no tomatoes." And, that'll just speed up the process for us making the sandwich. And then, you get a better sandwich faster. And I'm just like, looking, I'm like, bro, I'm like,
That's so passive aggressive.
I was up to the point where I'm like, you know what? I think I'll leave. Like, and then he stops, like, barely misses a beat, and then he's like, "So what are your hobbies?" And I'm sitting, I go, "What?" Because I thought he was asking me something about my sandwich. Like I thought I misheard him, and he was like asking
What
me.
hobbies do you want on your sandwich? It's way faster to do each specific hobby.
Now, granted, like he hasn't even asked Aubrey what she wants. He's just still talking to me, and I'm like, "Oh, hobbies." I'm like, I don't know. I like doing like house projects. I'm like, I kind of like playing video games and building Legos. And he goes, "Oh, really?"
Which, by the way, I would like to just say you knew that was gonna set him off when you said.
Yeah, I do like the last 2 things, and then I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, "What are your hobbies, man? Making my sandwich?" Like he's like, "Oh, pretty much the same things." He's like, "What have you been playing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm playing through Spider-Man 2." He's like, "Oh, yeah, I remember that one." like the game came out years ago. I'm like, "Bro, the game came out like 2 months ago." I'm like, "What are you like? You shaming me because I haven't like beaten the game yet?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like about halfway through." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yep, good game." And then he's like, "Didn't win anything at the Game Awards though."
What the heck?
like, and I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yep, yeah, it came up empty." And I'm like, "What are you playing?" He's like, "Oh, Dad, I played like I think he said Alan Wake 2 or something." Then he just keeps going about like how I don't know. He just kept going on. And I'm like, what is like happening here? Like, and I bought my sandwich, and then Aubrey got I can't remember what she got. Some.
This
I
guy.
thought that he like you were on the same.
I don't.
He was like, I can connect with this guy.
But I couldn't. But like I just couldn't
You
like.
could just tell with some people.
Yeah, you just got that look in the eye.
The Shining. I got The Shining.
Dude, okay. We might have to cut this whole episode. This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad.
This guy wanted to kill you, right? I mean, this is all this is sounding like.
Oh, you can't. Come on, man. You can't say that.
This sounds like a psychopathic conversation.
It sounds.
It was like, would it take it as your first time in?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, yeah, at the Airway Heights location. Like,
Just from now on, just say everything you want, and then axe the thing you don't
Yeah,
want.
just next time, be better. Is all he's
that's basically like, and then just hits me with the like, "What are your hobbies?" I'm like, "What?"
trying to get it back. You were making the conversation weird, and so he was just trying to reel it in.
So that was another thing where we walked out and I just started laughing. I'm like, I can't believe that just happened. But
Did he talk to Aubrey at all?
no, he like barely interacted with her at all. He asked her he asked her what she wanted. She ordered it and then he like got it wrong. And then like the girl that was also working with him was like, "You said like this thing," and she's like, "Yeah," and she's like, "Oh, that's what I heard." And then like the guy just like didn't interact with Aubrey for the rest of the.
So he was also in love with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He had the hots for Landon.
Yeah.
Join the club.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Will hasn't been there yet.
Not yet. I'll get there eventually.
Everybody has.
Anyway,
So that was the weird interactions we had. But like, which just like was great for the trip. Like, I love when like the amount of times you have like a weird like a funny experience and like no one else is there to actually experience in the moment. Like you just have to like.
Yeah.
So it was like fun to have like not one but two like bonkers like interact like so.
Wow.
So it was a good trip though.
Sounds
nice,
fun.
nice.
Which Leavenworth is just gorgeous. Like
It really is.
I probably like I think I'm gonna try to go like once a year. I think
I think it'd be worth doing that.
like it's an easy. You could even go for the day. Like
Mhm.
like I mean it'd be a long day, but
I
like
go
if you
once
drove
once a month typically.
For 4 days.
to visit your kid
I don't think you have visitation rights for
one day.
One day a year.
Is your
one day a month.
kid a reindeer?
Oh, one day a month.
Is he a reindeer?
Yeah.
But he's a male, so I've only got to see him for 2 more years.
Better hurry.
Like son, it's not worth it. Oh, you really want to? You're gonna die.
Wise words from Colby.
If I could give my reindeer son one piece of advice.
Don't be chasing those does.
Does. Bros before does.
Oh gosh. So you
So I've been
also-
festive as F.
festive. Okay. 'Cause you've been also watching Christmas movies, right?
I've watched.
Yeah.
I've discovered that Christmas movies are unhinged. Like most of them.
What do you mean by that?
Like they don't make any. Like almost all of them. Like I watched. So the ones I watched. Christmas Vacation, which is a classic.
Classic.
Watched for the first time. I watched Jingle All the Way,
God, love that movie.
which is it's
Turbo time.
it's unhinged.
Turbo Man.
This is a like G rated. I'm pretty sure G or PG rated. Like
Probably
this is,
PG.
this is a family Christmas movie where there's an active bomb threat. The guy like threatens a bomb threat in the post. He's like, I have a bomb, and then like an actual bomb goes off. And there's like the creepiest like single dad of all time, like hitting on all the moms in the neighborhood. Like
He's awesome.
he's so good.
I don't remember this movie as much as I
Oh my
thought I
God.
did.
It's
It's my
hysterical.
favorite
It's
Christmas movie.
hysterical.
It's so good.
It's hysterical. Like
It's the best Christmas movie.
it's like the
Okay.
sleaziest like single dad,
It's
like
so
nerdy
funny.
single dad that's like flirting with like all the moms in the neighborhood, like doing like helping them out. Like
There are some movies like that where your perception of them as you get older changes very, very much. Like
yeah,
Scooby Doo, the live action,
I haven't seen.
One or two.
the first one.
Yeah.
Shaggy's girl that he's interested in is or her name is Mary Jane, and he says that's like my favorite name.
Chuckle for the adults out there.
Oh yeah, and considering like both Velma and Daphne in that movie are like basically not wearing much like the entire time, like very low cut shirts. It's like it just went right over my head as a kid.
Were you more into
When was
Fred?
the last time you watched this movie, Will? And how often do you watch it?
I don't. Next question.
Freddie Prince Jr.
What are the movies are you watching?
I watched Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn.
No way.
With
That one.
talk about an all-star cast: Vince Vaughn, Paul Giamatti, Kevin Spacey's in the film,
Oh,
Elizabeth
dude.
Banks. Like
You're gonna get canceled.
I flat
You
out,
can't watch his stuff.
I like Kevin Spacey. His
Was-
acting. I don't like the man.
Oh, that's
Clip.
a sound clip. Dave just has access
You're done.
for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that movie's unhinged too. It just doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah.
Who plays Santa? Is it Paul Giamatti?
yeah, it's Paul Giamatti and Vince Vaughn plays his older brother.
Yeah, that's like angry all the time, right?
Yeah, he's
Santa Claus.
Fred Claus.
Oh.
I'm guessing. Does he have to fill in for Santa?
Towards the end of the film.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. How could I have guessed? I didn't even know anything about it.
Just ruined the whole movie.
Yeah.
So like, I understand when you say they're unhinged because they are
Well,
unhinged.
because like it's just like you watch like I watched the Polar Express. Love.
Okay.
I love all these. I love all these films.
Christmas.
But like they're just like there's something just so like bonkers
That
about.
movie is just an acid trip.
Yeah, it's
It really is.
I may have been under the influence of like certain substances when I watched
Acid?
it. No, not that substance. This is a legal substance in the state of Washington.
Oh.
Tom Hanks, all his Tom Hanks characters start crawling out of the screen as Landon looks at the screen.
I heard they're doing a sequel to Polar Express.
the Polar Express 2?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Lost in
Polar
New York.
Polar Express? Lost in New York.
Like that movie's just like a fever dream. I was talking to Colby. Was that like an early 3D film, like in theaters?
No, well, I mean, technically, yeah, but it was one of the earlier ones that's that like Uncanny Valley. Like it's the same guy that did.
Christmas Carol, right? Did he do the Christmas Carol one?
I mean, it's a Robert Zemeckis film, but I think I want to say like Beowulf was like done by the same
Yes.
team.
Yeah.
There was, I think, a couple others, but it was just like such a weird artistic decision. Like it just It's so weird
But I meant like
to look
3D
at.
glasses, like in theaters. Like
Oh, I
like-
thought you meant animation.
no. I meant like there's a
Well,
couple.
technically, Toy Story came out in '95.
That was like there's some shots in the film. I guess not shots, but like there's some scenes that like clearly seem like it's like it seems like the ticket's like floating through the air a bunch, and there's like a hawk. Like it's like this seems like it was pitched as like
I don't know. When did that come out? Was that 2004?
it was 04 or 05, I think. Wouldn't
I
that have
don't
been
know.
about- or was that not quite there yet?
I mean, there were 3D films, but I think when they really got popular again was more like Avatar time.
Okay.
Avatar time.
It's Avatar time.
What other ones did we
That
watch?
movie is so good.
You watch Wonderful Life?
Not yet. I'm saving that one for closer.
Classic.
I'm gonna cry. I cry every time I watch that.
That's a great film.
That's not only that's my favorite Christmas movie, but it's that's like it's at least a top 10, maybe top 5 favorite film.
It's so good.
Like it is like that come out like when did it come out? It was like 39 or like 40 something. Maybe it was in the 40s. It might
It
have been,
was 1732.
but like I don't know, a movie like that old that like the message still hits like
Oh, it's
super.
it's completely
great-
timeless.
it's like yeah, it's such a good like
Yeah.
message. Like they just like execute. It's not cheesy in my opinion.
No,
There's some funny stuff in it, but like it is like it's just so good. Jimmy Stewart's like perfect. In it.
Oh.
Like
he's awesome.
yeah. Oh, I get choked up thinking about it. I can't talk about the movie anymore. I just love that movie.
Yeah, I feel like the Christmas movies I really want to see are during December time which comes after Avatar time. Is
Avatar time?
like it's Avatar time. Are the Home Alone movies? Jingle All the Way. It's Wonderful Life.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Charlie Brown
I've
Christmas.
never-
I like Charlie Brown Christmas.
It's a
It's a
classic.
short. It's a short watch.
Take it or leave it.
It's a
like
short-
20 minutes.
You watch it on
Another
Christmas
good
Eve.
message.
You watch
Another
it on
good
Christmas
message.
Eve.
Another good message.
Yeah, you get the true
Yeah.
meaning of
Yeah.
And
Bully your best friend. That's the true meaning of Christmas.
Elf is a really good one too. I love.
Elf's a
I love
classic.
I like the original Santa Claus. Just one. 2 and 3 or first one?
I haven't seen that in a long time.
I think Elf's overrated.
I think it's probably just depends if you like Will Ferrell or not, right? I like it.
I did not like it when I was younger. The older I've gotten,
My mom-
I like it.
Who hates it? I don't know if I've ever met anybody that like says they like hate it. Like I've met people like
It's
that
fine.
like overrated.
My mom she didn't like she would not want me to watch it. So I just watched it when she was
Did you find it inappropriate because of the shower scene?
No, I think she just
I
doesn't
really
find it,
can't stay. That song got canceled too, and then uncanceled.
Did they uncancel it?
Yeah, I believe it was uncanceled.
It was
I
uncanceled.
think so. Somebody made a
Officially,
video.
Yeah.
Somebody made it like a comedian. It was a comedian.
Probably Bill Burr.
Yeah. No. He like compared the lyrics of. I saw this clip once. I don't think it was the reason for uncanceling, but he like compared the lyrics of that song and "WAP" by Nicki Minaj
And Cardi B.
and Cardi B. My bad. It was an interesting comparison.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What other Christmas movies?
Uh,
The VeggieTales, How
Hard.
the Toys Save Christmas.
that's a classic.
Great movie.
Buzzsaw Louie.
Oh, Buzzsaw Louie. Good.
Die Hard. Yeah.
Die Hard. That's coming up for me.
Shrek the Halls.
Haven't seen it.
It's a short watch.
Die Hard's a classic.
Double feature with the Charlie Brown.
Yeah. Duh.
Some other good ones.
Anybody make any delicious Christmas treats? One of my Christmas time
Yeah.
favorites is Muddy Buddies.
Muddy
You
Buddies.
didn't make any for me?
I haven't made them yet.
When are you gonna make
Some
them?
for me? What are you doing tomorrow?
You gonna make us some Muddy Buddies?
Yeah, maybe. I also would like to make some chocolate covered pretzels.
You gonna make those for us too?
You look stressed. Colby's like, oh, 2 tasks?
Well, let's.
You are having a very Merry Christmas party.
Colby's very merry Christmas.
I'm going to drop Colby's address, and everybody that listens to the show is invited. I made gingerbread houses. That's all I've done, really. It's like super festive.
Do those hold up for like eating?
I haven't attempted to eat mine.
I feel like they would get
I used to
stale
attempt
pretty
to eat
quick.
I think it's mostly a decor thing.
You just make a little Lego like bulldozer and a wrecking ball, and you destroy it.
What I thought
afterwards.
would be fun would be to like save it all year, and then like 4th of July, because it's hollow on the bottom,
You
like
blow it
light a
up.
firework and then like set the house over it and then just run. It's like watching
Or just stand there. Let it take me.
Or you can just do it on like New Year's. They sell fireworks for New
Why would you
Why?
do it? Why?
Be so dumb, you idiot.
Come on.
Why would I do it when it's still kind of festive out?
Instead of like hanging onto this rotting gingerbread house for
Like 7 months.
It's a great idea, Colby. I'll probably do that. I'll have to find somewhere it's illegal to light off fireworks in the city of Spokane, though. So you have to get a permit. Go out of town.
I don't think anybody cares. This last 4th of July was insane.
The sky was lit.
It was like we were getting bombed by.
Maybe I'll do one just in my front.
By
yard.
who?
I'll just
By
do-
Michael. Finish that sentence.
I don't want to get
Germans.
in trouble.
Yeah, pick a safe one. Like,
The Germans.
let's say like, could we just say the
I don't
Russians?
think anybody's safe anymore.
The Russians.
Bombed by the
North Korea. North Korea's safe, right?
Everybody hates North Korea.
I guess so.
I feel like, I
still,
feel like most people hate Russia right now, right?
but not all.
Kind of.
Russia doesn't hate Russia.
No, they don't.
Do you think they celebrate Christmas in Russia?
I
I
believe
would
they do.
imagine so.
Yeah.
Mm.
I saw Santa's route and it's on there.
Dude,
I would not be.
he's
flying.
sharing his GPS coordinates.
There's a
Santa's
few
like
places that he's
like
skipping this year for sure.
Santa's
That
like
should be a no-fly zone.
yeah.
I
Santa's
know.
like, really, Mrs. Claus? Do I really have to fly to Ukraine this year?
He's stocked up on flares. He's hitting every place.
Surface to air missile.
Hey, that's like the Christmas episode of South Park where
Yeah,
Red Sleigh Down,
it's a great episode. That's an all-time.
Where-
all time.
Santa gets shot down over Baghdad.
That is that's like probably a top 5 episode.
It's so funny. I
Jim-
watch that every year.
Actually, I'll probably watch that on the
I would
Jimmy
watch that. What
Jimmy
episode is
Jimmy singing the 12 Days of
It's
Christmas.
in like the 5th season or something. It's like early.
It's an early.
It's called Red Sleigh Down instead of Black Hawk Down.
That is peak South Park.
It's so good. Christmas music. How we doing on that? Will, you really like Sia's Christmas album?
Yeah, I've listened to
As
it
do I.
maybe twice.
That's a great
It's an
album.
all-time low.
I've only listened to it twice as well. There are a few songs I listened to on.
That's a
little more.
that's a really good Christmas.
It's a
album.
really
So
it's
good.
and what's nice about all the songs are original. So
Yep.
it's not like you're hearing them everywhere. It's like it's
You're only
you're not-
hearing it in your ears.
exact.
There's only one Candy Cane Lane,
Yeah, one Candy Cane Lane, one Santa's coming to town,
one Snowman.
or Sam's coming for us, not coming to town. That's a popular one.
Thanks for
One.
Sam's gonna come for you.
I need to watch the.
Get it?
Nope.
I need to watch the David Harbour Santa Claus movie.
There's a new Santa Claus movie. No. There's a new movie that's based around Christmas. That's also like a horror action movie. I think coming out this year.
I do what?
I think so.
Oh, I did see something.
Yeah, there's
What is
something like that. I can't remember, but I heard it was bad.
Is it the one with Joel Kinnaman?
I think so.
Oh, Silent. Oh, I can't remember what it's called.
Silent Night.
No, that's the one with. Isn't that the one with David Harbour? Is Silent Night?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Joel Kinnaman or whatever. Like, I've been a big fan of his for years, but like, I heard that his newest action movie I heard was not great. I heard he like acted fine in it, but like I heard the acting.
Oh, it's called RoboCop. It is called Silent Night.
I thought that was
Both of
last-
them are, or what's the David Harbour one called?
No, that one's a different one. That one's like a pun.
Is it called?
It's called Hellboy.
No, darn it.
Oh my God.
Violent Night.
Violent Night.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
Wow.
so close. I want to watch that one. I like David Harbour. I like Joel Kinnaman too.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Big fan of him since his appearances on AMC's The Killing. Small hit show back in like 2014. Netflix picked it up for its last season. The last season, very messed up. I don't think anything happy happens in the last season.
That's with a lot of shows, I feel like.
That was like really grim. It like focused like it's like a murder show. It focused on like this like military academy like murder like thing, and it's like really messed up. Like,
Ooh,
like
yeah.
military hazing and stuff.
No,
Like,
thank you.
it felt like watching A Few Good Men, but like way more like disturbing. Like the level of stuff that was going on. You can't handle the truth.
That's a great movie.
It is a great movie.
That's on my watch list. I
I haven't seen it.
haven't seen it yet.
Wow. It has. I mean, that the whole court.
Might,
Like
might be Tom Cruise's finest movie.
Top Gun Mavericks. I need to watch Rain Man. Also, I heard Rain Man's really good.
Mhm.
I haven't seen Rain Man.
I haven't either, but I've heard funny things about it.
My dad's been telling me to
Tropic
watch
Thunder
Rain.
is the best Tom Cruise movie, right?
That actually, that's
What
his.
do you want? Heck.
I will massacre you.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Bill Hader's great in that movie. Like, he plays such a small role, but he's so funny.
What does he say? Like, seriously, a monkey could do your job.
A nut.
A nutless
Nutless
monkey.
He could do your job.
So get out there. So I'm at festivity level, all time high.
Really, I need to get on your level because I'm at an all-time low.
My all time festivity high has been matched by like probably an all time like not loving winter in general though. Like this time of year, I'm like I just am like in a constant state of being exhausted. So
Mhm.
my festivity vibes are fighting. Like I'm tired and I want to like. I know we just like went on like a really nice vacation.
Want to go on vacation again?
But like, I'll be honest, I was like sick out of my mind for like the entire trip. So like,
Yeah.
it didn't really feel very
No
restful.
spoilers, Landon.
Oh yeah, spoilers. The whole trip was a fever dream for me. Multiple points where I'm like, am I gonna die?
Dude, there's a
Before
picture of
soil.
you sitting on the ground.
I was fighting for my life that morning.
That might be one of the best pictures I've.
It's so funny. Like, oh man, I feel so bad for you, but
Oh,
the
I felt
pictures.
it's
pretty
I,
funny.
I felt horrific. Like,
Yeah.
I felt horrific that
I
day.
apologize for laughing at your pain, but it's a great.
No, it
picture.
was
I'm not gonna do that because I'm not like it's such a great photo. It's funny.
you know what, I respect Colby.
I respect him.
Gosh.
I'm sorry implies that I
Well,
won't laugh at it again, and I will. So
We'll save the cruise talk for when Dave can
Yeah.
actually like commit.
I'm
and
just saying I need another vacation.
even though Dave
set the time.
was
So it's okay.
then bailed
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
No big deal.
for the 4th week in a row.
Yep.
All good.
Okay. Michael,
Good.
you have a life update for us.
Did you say my good?
I said Michael.
My
What's everybody
good.
else's festivity
My
rating?
good.
My good.
I just open up and shared my festivity ratings. What's you
You
guys?
said yours
I
was
said
at an all-time
low.
Low.
Yeah, I'd give it like half a thumb out of 2 thumbs.
Ooh, not good.
It's not good.
What about
That's
your
one-
festivity, Mick?
1 out of 4. I'm festive.
It's always festive.
Yeah.
I've always known that about Mick. Because
I shared that with you in confidence.
Well,
but
you
I
wear a
guess
Santa
it's out
suit
now.
every single day.
It's the buckle, man. I just can't get away from it. Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Good
Can I change topics now, Landon?
No, I don't think so.
Gonna undermine me again?
Yeah.
Oh,
How many
I'm
times? How many
trying.
times does Will have to try before you let him?
Hey, listen.
Landon, put it
Landon-
down.
Landon just
No.
something. I don't know what it is.
You don't know
Stop
what
It's
called?
a. Oh yeah, it's a clamp.
Put it down.
I thought it was a gun at first.
Dude, really?
No.
I'm like
That's like the most sci-fi looking gun.
from the future. My friend at Jersey Mike's gave it to me.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh man,
The
cancel.
Jersey Mike's
Cancel.
tomorrow.
Dude, I might go to Jersey Mike's tomorrow.
In Airway
I don't know.
Heights.
Yeah, maybe.
feel like
Come across him and say, you know, my friend Landon. Did you give your name? Did you ask for your name?
Oh, he's gonna know that you played Alan Wake too.
He's gonna see it in your eye.
You're gonna get close to the story. He's like, "There's someone close."
Did you pay with cash or card?
Wow, no.
You
Actually, I think.
He's got all of your
Actually, I
info.
think Aubrey paid. Actually,
Oh, she's screwed.
Oh.
You better say your buys now.
No, she doesn't care, or he doesn't care about her.
Yeah, but he knows how to get to Landon.
Yeah,
Through
that is
her.
true.
I'm just gonna get like a text message like from Aubrey, like, "Come over." Just like, and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Just come over." And I show him, and like, he's in there. He's
We have
"Want to play
hobbies
some
to
games?
discuss.
Want to play some games?"
Password to enter is Mike's way.
Or you could just say no tomatoes.
That makes my job easier. What a
Man, we're gonna have to cut this
No,
entire
no,
episode,
no,
dude.
no.
We can't.
Oh,
We can't.
what are you talking about?
We're talking about the fact that you just made fun of a disabled person for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, you think he's disabled because he has autism?
Whoa! Cancel.
You're done.
I don't think
You jumped to that conclusion all on your own.
Listen, dude.
Oops.
No. I don't know. I don't know if I'm comfortable releasing this episode, but we'll just
Whatever.
I've said way worse things on this.
yeah.
I'm sorry, well, I want to interrupt you. You want to change the topic?
Yeah, I do. Landon, do you want to be host for the rest of the episode?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Nope.
So, Michael,
Yes, Will.
you have a life update for us?
I do.
Go ahead and share.
Looks like
I'm not gay anymore.
You've been healed.
We might have to be cut. That might be. Oh my gosh, the power of Christ compels you.
I am now engaged to a woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
congratulations.
What a weird
I felt like it needed to be said after the first thing I said.
breaking news. Mick's not gay.
Lost so much money.
Cash. Cash.
Yes, I am engaged, and I will be a husband in February.
How do you feel?
Feel good. It's a little stressful just planning wedding stuff, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a good.
But you know, Mick and I are gonna get through this together. Just our first hurdle.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other news. Colby's now a woman, but I'm
And I'm
technically not
engaged.
gay anymore.
Hey, way to go, guys.
Yeah, we figured it out.
It's the only way for both of you to get to heaven.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I think Will's right.
I have to, yeah.
Hey man, are you sober?
Oh, sorry. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
we seriously might have to cut this whole entire episode.
We should just start over.
We could.
No, we're fine. This
All
is
right,
great.
reset.
This is great. This is great.
Hello and walk.
Hello,
Hello and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast. You're a hub for everything pop culture and random in the world. I'm your host, Wil Dobratz. I said host twice in the beginning.
You did
but
say host twice.
yeah. It's like
I'm your host for
you
pop
know when you
culture.
make a mistake and it weighs on your mind for
Yeah,
Have you
you're
just
really
been
hey,
thinking
you're
about
really
this
lucky
entire
that Dave
time?
wasn't here because Dave gets really mean when somebody screws up the intro.
And then he screws up
Yeah.
when he hosts, though.
Yeah, I remember it was like last week or something like that.
Crash and
He
burn.
crashed
He made like
and
3
burned.
words.
It was
and
awful.
Started laughing and to like, yeah.
Yeah, you misspoke. It was awful.
We're
Anyway,
fine. We're fine. Mick's engaged.
yeah, Michael, you're engaged
I'm engaged.
To a woman.
to a woman. How you feeling?
I feel great.
Nice.
Yeah.
A little stressed. Planning a wedding.
Yeah, just that.
Nice.
But yeah, I proposed to my girlfriend in November on Thanksgiving Day during
Nice.
dinner.
Okay.
We went down to East Wenatchee and we had a an Airbnb down there with all of her side of her family for like a giant Thanksgiving get together, and I busted the ring out during dinner.
Was everybody like? Were like people like, oh, God,
Yeah. Stay with me, Will. Stay with me, Will.
Like,
Stay with me. Let's move past it.
why are you busting rings out, bro?
Let's move past it.
just busted at the
Let's
table.
move past it. Yeah, the only person that knew besides me was her father.
Oh, okay.
So he kind of helped me out.
So she totally wasn't expecting it.
She wasn't expecting it then.
Was she dropping hints?
Yeah.
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 So she kind of saw it coming.
Not then.
Not then.
I feel like Will's trying to make this. I don't know what he's trying to do, actually.
I feel like Will's trying to like. She wasn't surprised that you proposed. Is
Yeah.
what he's trying.
She was not surprised that I posed because
Yes.
we had talked
That's
about
what I
it
was trying
before
to
that-
get at.
You should never be proposing unless you know the
I
answer.
100% agree.
That is one thing that I was
never be talking about it before. It should always be a surprise.
even before you're dating.
Yes.
Yeah, we had talked about it before, and so I knew that she would say yes if I asked her, which was a huge relief.
Which would be crazy then if she said no in front of you.
I would have just walked home from East Wenatchee.
I think
Yeah.
I would have picked you up.
Yeah, you could have called somebody.
I would have ridden my reindeer home. Ching, ching, ching.
Male or female?
Both.
Gotcha.
Because I'm not. I don't know where this came from, but whatever.
I don't even know what it means.
Do I need to explain this? Yeah, I got some pictures I can show you.
Bye episode.
This is what happens when Will hosts.
Yeah, exactly.
Will
Never
can't keep us
host.
reigning in.
What's that supposed to mean?
Whatever you want it to.
It looks like your foot is like a microphone and you're trying to record Landon.
What do you have to say to Michael's activity?
my sandwich Mike's way.
Speaking to the toe. Yeah, I'm an engaged man now.
Congratulations.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
She's gonna be your
And
wife.
I'm gonna be my wife. I'm gonna be a husband.
Yeah.
A husband.
Somebody like see like the biggest meltdown.
Husband.
Husband.
That's
Well,
good though.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I look forward to your future.
That was so.
That was oddly threatening. I look forward to your future,
No, but
no
seriously.
matter how short it might be.
No, seriously. Congratulations. We're all happy for you.
Someone's a little bitter about the not gay news.
Will was waiting in line and he missed out.
Sometimes you just miss the boat. Just gotta move on. Will Michael pick me? On
Now that Mick's out of the picture, like Will can now have his chance to have a crush on me. So,
Yeah. I'm gonna switch my crush from blue chair to blue chair.
Blue Chair Romance weeknights on.
It's a new show. For those that don't have context, Michael and Landon are both sitting in blue chairs. So
Will and I are sitting in green
White
colored chairs.
chairs.
yeah, white chairs.
And now you know the rest of the story. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. But yeah, I'm getting married in February.
Yeah, you got a
Wow.
suit.
I do have a suit.
Are you going black or white?
Wait,
She's white and I'm white.
No,
So we're
that's
gonna
not
stick
what
with white.
Ooh, new territory.
it's the only one. It's the last frontier.
Let's see. We've hit mental illness according to Colby. What are you asking? Black
did
or white?
not-
I was your suit. Sometimes people have a white tuxedo for weddings.
No,
Right?
I'm not
I
doing.
think back in the 80s they did.
My dad had a white.
I think my dad.
My dad also, I think,
my dad might have too.
My dad looked exactly like Weird Al at his.
My dad had a mullet.
He had a perm, a mustache. It was like all Weird Al.
I can't remember if my dad had the afro or if he had the long hair.
You want to call him and ask him?
My dad had a mullet.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No.
Stand by.
Do we get a sneak peek of the colors?
What do you mean the colors?
Well, the wedding, there's colors. There's I think,
Well, my
There's
suit.
colors to a wedding?
Will, come on.
like the bridesmaids' dresses and
Come
the,
on,
the
Will.
groomsmen's.
Don't do this to
like,
me.
I
bodies
thought
and stuff.
I thought
You thought they all just showed up and were like, "Oh wow, we're wearing the same thing."
I didn't know the groomsmen.
Now we have
had to match
bullying
the
on the
bridesmaids. I thought all the bridesmaids matched and all the groomsmen matched.
Well,
Well, a wedding has a theme and like a color to it.
Really?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So
there's
our
like
so
It's like a palette.
yeah.
every-
So our colors are like a rose red and navy blue. So my suit's gonna be a navy blue.
Nice.
Nice.
A navy
Na-
blue. a
navy blue?
tux is so sweet.
Underrated color. Navy blue is an underrated color, and it's still pretty well known.
Do the rules still go like
You're
so?
wearing navy blue.
So like
I know. I
no-
love navy blue.
It's a great
No
color.
one else is supposed to wear a white.
Really underrated.
to a wedding.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a
a big-
100% rule.
So the rules still apply to like no guy should be wearing like a navy blue suit to the wedding.
Well,
also,
I'll be
or is it,
wearing a
like-
blue tux.
Well, like okay, but like so when we showed up to Jesse's wedding late,
Well, we were
Mick-
all. I was pretty under.
Mick was wearing the same color tie as the groomsmen,
Was I? It
Yes. You don't remember that?
was like a maroon red.
Yes.
Oh no.
I'm just asking, like, are you not supposed to match the bridesmaids and the groomsmen's outfits?
It's
also?
like a guideline more than anything. I
the
don't.
big one
care.
is not wearing white. That's the big one, right? Like if you're a woman.
I mean,
white dress.
again,
like-
that's more of a guideline,
guess
and
like-
it depends on the bride. Like
yeah.
either way, you should never wear a wedding dress if you're not the bride to a wedding. In terms of like white, it's really up to like what the bride is thinking.
Okay.
But I think some brides can go like absolutely crazy and like that
Bridezilla.
that 3-year-old has a white bow tie. He
Get her out
needs to
here.
leave.
Get her out.
You
Get her
know
out.
that type.
He
Of
needs to leave. Right on.
Yeah, bro.
So, what color do you want me to wear?
Black.
What about me?
Black.
Me. Yellow.
Imagine Landon rolls in
Landon
with
the
like
yellow
a bright
tux.
yellow, like
I
a
want to wear like a
sun
Saul,
yellow
like a
tux.
Saul Goodman like Escalade.
Yeah, you all are going to be in aprons.
Oh, please cover your mouth when you cough, please.
Sorry, it was out of nowhere. I didn't have a chance.
You're a grown man. I think you know what
No, I
you're
didn't.
about.
I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't. It came out of nowhere. I promise.
I have this conversation with my 4-year-old nephew all the time. I'm like, hey, can you please cover?
Well,
your
he's
mouth?"
really mature for his age.
Yes. Yeah.
If he doesn't know when a cough is coming.
Okay.
You think your
What?
4-year-old would lie to you about not knowing?
I think you're lying to me about not knowing.
No, I don't do that.
Okay.
Landon doesn't lie.
I don't do that.
LDL.
I never learned how.
Okay.
Homeschooling saved me from that.
The look on your face when you said that was like trying to pretend to be the most innocent like person ever.
I didn't do it.
Basically,
Didn't do it.
it was the adult version of it. Didn't do. It. He's like, oh, homeschooling saved me from that.
Along with other sins.
Like what?
Swearing. Don't swear.
Oh yeah, you don't swear, even though you've said like twice today or 3 times.
I
Today.
was saying in context, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, context. Yeah.
We also said out of context.
I don't remember that.
Sorted.
All right.
No.
Well,
Lie.
is there anything else? I'm shutting this down now. Actually, is there anything else anybody wants to talk about before we wrap up today?
I don't think so.
No, we're good.
Will there be little chocolates on the table at your wedding?
That's an
Really?
important question.
There'll be some dessert.
There'll like be something but like at each table. Like I know there's gonna be like maybe something. Like will there be like some nibble on?
Listen, the risk reward for this wedding a little skewed right now. But if there's chocolate,
about? What are you talking
I'm just kidding.
I told you I'm not gay anymore.
Well, I guess I'm not going.
I wish
If
everyone
anybody has anything to say to was like, wait. That'd be insane. I'd be pulling my phone. I'd be like,
Biggest plot twist
could
ever.
use so much money to ruin Mick's wedding.
am I like coming out and like
And then
proclaiming your
coming
love?
out.
Yeah, this episode. This episode's done.
All right. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the.
I legit think we might not be able to release this episode. There's just so much. Dude, I don't know.
It's fine. Everybody else were just playing around.
We're just actors.
Just playing around.
Speaking of,
wait.
Goodbye, everyone.
bye everybody.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh.
Merry Christmas.
This might be the worst episode we've ever
It's pretty
done.
bad. Don't ever let me host
You
again.
guys say that every time I host, too.
That's funny, man. That's some good stuff.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Hotkeys podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, CastBox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website, www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HKHotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. Finally, you can contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.